The history of fluorosis mitigation in Thailand. Thailand is a beautiful country located in Southeast Asia, rich in natural resources, fertile land, and wealthy in culture. People are joyful and generous with a symbolic, beautiful smile, the Siamese smile. With the richness of natural resources, the story of fluorides is waiting for everyone to learn. Fluoride is the ionic form of fluorine element in the Earth's crust. Fluoride compounds are released into the environment naturally in water and air. In dentistry, fluoride has been used to prevent dental caries for more than 50 years. In Thailand, dental caries prevalence is high in children. Fluoride products in many modalities, including toothpaste, professionally applied gel and varnish, and lately, fluorided milk are promoted to prevent dental caries. Aside from dental caries, dental fluorosis has been reported in many areas. In the past, it was apparent in the north and the west of the country. National oral health surveys showed the prevalence of dental fluorosis of 12-year-old children ranged from 6 to 17%. Recently, the prevalence was 9.2%. However, in fluorotic areas, the prevalence of dental fluorosis in children is much greater, ranged from 30 to 80%. From the 1990s, there have been reports of severe dental fluorosis in the central and southern regions. The investigation of dental fluorosis in new areas found that its main cause was the community piped water from groundwater source, which contained a high level of fluoride, up to 12 milligrams per liter. Dental fluorosis is considered a biomarker of high fluoride intake. Children with chalky white or black teeth will be too shy to smile or talk. These psychological problems affect their learning and their social development. Children with dental fluorosis try to solve the problems by themselves. Some used sharp cutter or sandpaper to scratch their brown teeth. In fact, the restorations or treatment is expensive and required high technology. Unfortunately, those who are in need have very limited access to these services. As for senior citizens living in high fluoride areas, a study shows greater prevalence of chronic pain in those areas than in low fluoride areas. These symptoms are deteriorating their quality of life, and they have to take pain-relieving medicine for the rest of their lives. This is a burden to the expenditure of the government and the country's economy. For tackling with fluorosis, there have been many studies on related topics. In 1994, Dr. Prateep Panthumwanit, a WHO expert and the director of Inter-Country Center for Oral Health at that time, studied the suitable amount of fluoride in drinking water which could prevent dental caries while causing less dental fluorosis. The amount of 0.5 to 0.6 milligrams of fluoride per liter was suggested. In developing defluoridation technology, bone char was the focus agent. It was found that the ICOH bone char could reduce fluoride from water. The trial of the bone char defluoride data in school and in household was successful. Regrettably, this project could not continue due to the lack of bone char replacement. However, the ICOH defluoride data has been demonstrated as one of the fluorosis mitigation technology. The joint project between Lampang Provincial Health Office and the Department of Health for dental fluorosis mitigation was developed in 1999. A model of the community participation was tried out. Rainwater was suggested by the head of the village. The fund for rainwater containers was raised either by the community members or by the local authorities. Later on, this model is extended to other provinces. At the same time, a group of people from Ban San Khayom, Lamphun province, decided to use the ICOH defluoride data. The ex-leader, Uncle Rai, charred the bovine bone by himself. His great effort deeply impressed the participants of the third Fluorosis Prevention and Mitigation Conference in Chiang Mai at that time. In fact, the fluorosis problems are deep-rooted and complicated. Many measures are required, including prevention of fluorosis in new generations by adjusting standard and regulations on fluoride content in drinking water and oral care products, along with the measures to manage high fluoride water. As prevention measures, the Department of Health pay attention to the drinking water quality standard. It is a central measure to prevent dental fluorosis for all in the country. Fluoride content in the Department of Health's water standard is adjusted from WHO's guideline of 1.5 to not more than 0.7 milligrams per liter. This standard was first declared in the year 2000. This water quality standard has been used by many agencies such as the Metropolitan Water Works Authority, the Department of Groundwater Resources, Provincial Water Works Authorities, and some local administration authorities. Scientific evidences are essential to support these measures. The study of risk factors for dental fluorosis in Thai children was carried out. It revealed that the risk of fluorosis at water with fluoride over 0.7 milligrams per liter are 3.5 times higher than the low fluoride water. Another risk is the use of fluoride toothpaste before the age of 2. Fluoride content in toothpaste is controlled under the ministerial regulation at 1,000 parts per million. However, the Cosmetics ASEAN Harmonization Committee has adopted the EU regulations of 1,500 parts per million. Thus, a technical meeting was held in Bangkok and related evidences were considered. The conclusion was that, to protect the Thai citizen, Thailand could continue to use the 1,000 parts per million regulation. In 2004, it was the first time that high fluoride water problem was proposed to the cabinet. They approved the budget to build water plants using the reverse osmosis system. This two-year project covered 150 communities in the north. Unfortunately, after 1 year of operation, it was found that most of those water plants were neglected. Another legal measure to tackle was the ministerial regulation for bottled water with the allowance of 1.5 milligrams of fluoride per liter. These came as bottled water is the water of choice in fluorotic areas, and bottled water became more popular in the country. The attempts to reduce fluoride allowance has been started since the year 2000 by proposing scientific evidence to the FDA's committee. However, more studies were required. In 2007, the survey of fluoride concentration in bottled water was carried out, along with a study of defluoridation technology for the water factories. The ministerial regulation was amended in 2009 and came into force on May 28, 2010. The allowance of fluoride in bottled water was reduced from 1.5 to 0.7 milligrams per liter. It took 10 years of effort. Measures to deal with the problem of high fluoride water include changing the public drinking water sources, diluting with low fluoride water, alternating to rainwater or bottled water, and using defluoridation technology. At present, the reverse osmosis system is the technology of choice to remove fluoride from water in many communities. Aside from technology, in risky areas, the surveillance of fluoride in drinking water and the fluorosis mitigation are implemented. The fluoride surveillance system has been set up in 2007 to monitor the fluoride content in public drinking water. Water samples are collected from community piped water, which is the source of drinking water in schools and daycare centers. The test for fluoride is done at the Dental Health Bureau's laboratory. Reports are sent back to support the local mitigation project. Up to the present, the water surveillance covered 22 provinces, and the community participation mitigation model is implemented in 15 provinces. The last but not the least measure for high fluoride management is the research and scientific studies in various aspects. As today, Thai people are still exposed to fluoride to some degree, and there are widespread use of fluoride products. Now is a special occasion for Thailand to host the 32nd Conference of the International Society for Fluoride Research. It is a platform to share and learn for the sake of fluorosis prevention and mitigation, because it is a basic human right for everyone to have a good health and quality of life.